Hello guys, hope you guys are having an awesome Monday. So today we're going to talk about an outfit that I'm going to make for my friend and the difference on like when I'm making something. Like, to be honest, I love to work with spandex fabric and spandex fabrics only because when I'm making something and they get it, if we got to do a little alterations, it's very little. But when you working with fabrics like this that she got me working with, a stiffer fabric like this, was some curtains that she had, a really thick fabric. So she wanted me to duplicate this outfit. So this is what she sent. Okay, so if you guys could see the top, it goes off the sleeve like that, and it's like this, and then it got the waistband. But if you guys see, this is a spandex. So if you guys can see, I duplicated this particular top, but I had to call her and tell her that we're gonna have to go off measurements because this is spandex. This fabric is not. And then she sent me a pencil skirt that she wanted, the bottom. Be honest, she could wear this with this, and this probably look great. But this, if you look at this skirt is also a spandex type of skirt as well. So when we working with stuff like this fabric has no spandex in it. So this is the bottom of the skirt, and it got the zipper and stuff in. So this is gonna be the back of the skirt and the front. So when we working with fabric like this where there's absolutely no spandex, we got to do darts by the breast to make it curve and different things like that. So, and then this fabric is such a stiff fabric, and it doesn't have the flowiness that the spandex fabric has. So that's why a lot of times I do not, especially if I'm doing something long distance, if somebody is here, then I don't mind for us to try to do something like this because they can come over. I could do a dry fitting and put the breast darts in, and you could get the measurements and come as close. But for me, I always like that personal dry fitting. So this is the skirt. I'm just waiting on the lining to come so that I can complete. And this is a really thick fabric. It was actually I think some curtains that she had. And my friend lives in Texas, so I said, "Ooh, this fabric." But she, she's the line of business she's in. So at work in the building or whatever, I think that she'll be fine. But that's why, guys, I don't like to do this type of fabric. I really like to work with spandex because we won't have that problem. And say, for instance, sometimes this fabric can cost quite a pretty penny, and just one wrong cut, and sometimes you certain fabric can be like $30 a yard. So to be honest, I don't like working with this kind of fabric because it's not forgiving. But if we can find this fabric in a spandex, then you get it, and I'm following the measurements, it's gonna work. Just sometimes it just don't. So just doing this quick video, and then I got the fabric folded in half. So when we doing the measurements, when she give me her waist, hips, chest, so this is already, the measurements is already done for that. But just far as the skirt go, so her waist was 34 inches. So when I take the 34, we're going to divide it in 4 pieces. So we're going to get that 34 divided in 4. The waistline going to be 8 inches, okay? And then we're going to get right here, which is the wider part, the hips. We go down to the hips. And her hips was 44 inches. And I'm doing this video, and I can like post it and show, like, we could follow the measurements, but sometimes with this type of fabric, it just has, when it's so stiff, it just have no give. You could follow the measurements, and sometimes I've had it where it's like, ooh, it just don't, so we take that 44 and we're going to divide that in 4 pieces. Got your 10 inches, and we're going to take that 10 inches, and as you see, that 10 inches. And I'm doing this video just showing when we following the measurements, and we following these measurements to the T. But when we're working with stiff fabric like this, like, sometimes you can get it home and it just don't work out because it don't have the flowiness like you know, how the spandex, so I'm for sure the spandex fitted her a certain kind of way. This is a much stiffer fabric, and it's not gonna have that. So I just wanted to do a reference to this video, so in case if, you know, we, you know, far as the measurements, like I'm following measurements, you know, when I draft the pencil skirt, I'm following the measurements. I followed the measurements when I drafted her waist, but this, it's on this mannequin right here. So at 34 inches, her waist. So you take it around, go around, go around, go around. 34. And as you see, 34. Going around, I got to put a zipper in the back. And then her bust is a 38. So when I draft this, I follow those measurements. So it's just that you can get it home and it could be a whole nother thing. So as you can see, it's coming up that 38. So I'm following all of the measurements, but when you're working with fabric that is really stiff and don't have a lot of give, you can get it home and it can very well don't fit. That's why, to be honest, I don't like working with fabrics like this, especially making somebody something. So, but you see it has no give. So there is fabrics that has spandex in it. So I just was doing this video as a reference to, I followed the measurements and just wanted to kind of show on camera. Me and my friend, we're not going to have an issue. If this don't work, we'll chop it up and do something else. I never had an issue working with her. She's a professional woman and she understands. And it's just with some fabric that she had around her house. And she liked the fabric and we decided to do something. She wanted to do something with it. So, you know, we just making it happen. So I never had that issue with her. But just in the future, that's why I don't like working with stiffer fabric, because you can very well get it home and it will not fit. And some people will take that and they will be highly upset with me, you know, oh, it don't fit and da da da. And it's like, so that's why it's like, I call them the customers from hell. So when I work with somebody, I try to work with somebody where they can understand, hey, anything can happen. And then like in an event to, you know, this not fitting, I think she said she might have some more fabric or something. We could do something, you know, else to kind of, you know, make it work out or something. So just wanted to kind of show you guys and my reason on why I like to do more of a spandex type of fabric than to do cotton and rayons and stiffer fabric, because a lot of times you might get it home and it don't work out for you. So you guys have an awesome day. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.